If you're in your 40s or 50s and your body suddenly feels like it's different, like it changed overnight, you're not imagining it. Menopause doesn't just bring hot flashes, it changes every system in your body, and yet almost nobody talks about it. In this video, I'm going to break down, number one, what's really going on during menopause. Secondly, the part doctors often miss. And finally, the 5 lifestyle shifts that can help you take back control starting today. And to help you make it even easier, I created a free guide called Fuel Your Metabolism, a fat loss guide for midlife women. Inside, you'll find food swaps that calm cravings fast, how to structure meals without tracking, and the simplest way to try intermittent fasting without burnout. You'll find the link down in the description. Now, let's get into it. Here's the part no one tells you. Over half of the population will go through menopause. That's over 8 billion women. And still, most of the time, all we hear about is hot flashes and mood swings. But the truth is, menopause impacts your brain, your heart, your bones, your gut, everything. And it's not just aging, it's biology. And if you don't understand what's happening, it can feel like you're falling apart. So let me ask you, have you ever felt dismissed or brushed off by a doctor when you asked about symptoms? And if that's happened to you, drop a yes in the comments. You're not alone. Here's what most people don't realize. Menopause technically starts when you've gone a full year without a period. But the transition, it begins years before that. In your late 30s or 40s, and sometimes earlier, your hormones begin to shift, and the symptoms show up long before anyone calls it menopause. Brain fog, restless sleep, heart palpitations, joint pain, digestive issues, anxiety that just seems to come out of nowhere. Sound familiar? And the cruel part? Even if you're eating and exercising the same way you always have, the scale creeps up and your belly starts changing shape. One woman said it like this: I weighed the same my whole life, and then menopause hit and it felt like my body wasn't mine anymore. That's the reality for millions of women, and it's not just about how you feel day to day. Low estrogen, it triggers inflammation in the body, and that inflammation is tied to the diseases women fear most, like dementia, osteoporosis, heart disease, type 2 diabetes. One woman put it bluntly. She said, I quote, I'm scared of losing my memory, my mobility, and my independence. That fear is valid because when estrogen drops, bone density drops, heart disease risk goes up, blood sugar becomes harder to manage. That's why so many women suddenly become pre-diabetic in their 50s, even if nothing changed with their food. And here is the part that makes it harder. Doctors often dismiss it. Why? Because hormones fluctuate hour by hour, and blood tests can come back as normal. So when you walk and you say, I'm exhausted, I can't sleep, I feel anxious, I'm gaining weight for no reason, too often what you hear back is, yeah, that happens, you're just getting older. Or worse, you get labeled as lazy. One woman shared that she was raising kids, working 2 jobs, doing everything she could to stay afloat. And what did a doctor tell her? That she was lazy. That kind of comment doesn't just miss the mark, it leaves scars. So let me say it clearly. You're not crazy, you're not lazy, you're not weak. Your body is changing in ways that most doctors are not trained to deal with. And that leaves you with 2 options. You can accept it and suffer, or you can take back control with the tools that you do have. Now, I'm not here to debate prescriptions or policies, but I can show you what is in your hands right now. They are simple, proven strategies that help reduce symptoms. protect your long-term health, and give you a sense of control again. Wouldn't that be great? And no, you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Let me walk you through 5 key shifts, starting with the one that most women overlook. First, protein. When estrogen does drop, you lose muscle faster. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, weaker bones, and more belly fat. Just by aiming for 20 to 25 grams of protein per meal, or around 100 grams a day, you protect muscle, you reduce cravings, and you stabilize energy. One woman said that she felt guilty about craving sweets. But here's the truth. Low estrogen itself drives sugar cravings. Give your body more protein and it quiets down the cravings at the source. Second, fiber. Your gut health shifts in menopause. The microbiome, those trillions of gut bacteria, they actually change. And that affects everything from mood to metabolism to inflammation. Fiber becomes your friend. Aim for 25 to 35 grams a day. Think veggies, beans, flax, chia. And don't focus on restriction, focus on addition. Add chia to yogurt, try a new veggie at dinner. Feed your gut and you'll feel it in your energy and clarity. Third, movement. But I'm not talking about punishing workouts here. In fact, too much intensity can backfire. So what does work? Consistent moderate movement you enjoy. Walking at a pace where you can talk but not sing. That's your fat burning zone. Now you can pair that with 2 short strength train workouts a week and you'll protect muscle and bone density, because that is quite important. Mobility is freedom. Every step you take now is an investment in your future. Fourth is sleep and stress. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is a sneaky driver of belly fat, and poor sleep makes it worse. Many women say insomnia wrecked their energy and focus. Here is what does help. No caffeine after noon. A cool, dark bedroom, a simple wind-down routine like stretching, prayer, or journaling, and for stress, even 5 minutes of deep breathing or walking outside can reset your nervous system. And fifth, mindset. Now this one might matter more than all of the others, because when they've been dismissed, or when you've been dismissed, when you feel invisible, it does take its toll, right? Menopause can feel like your body has turned on you, but you're not broken and you're not done. This is a turning point, not an end. The small things you do today, like adding protein, walking more, sleeping better, they compound. They build strength, they restore energy. They bring you back to yourself. One woman said her doctor told her, "You're postmenopause. That's just what it's supposed to be." No. Where you are today does not define where you will be next year. You can protect your bones, your heart, your brain, your body. It doesn't require perfection, just consistency. Consistency. So let me ask you, what scares you most about aging? Is it memory loss, mobility, or belly fat? Drop it in the comments. I read them all and they help shape the next videos that I make. And if you're ready to take the next step that actually helps, grab the free guide I mentioned earlier, Fuel Your Metabolism, a fat loss guide for midlife women. And inside I'll show you how to calm your cravings fast, how to structure your meals simply, and how to start fasting without burnout. The link is below. Menopause may change your biology, but it does not control your future. And if you're still in the driver's seat, that's the best place to be, right? And this next chapter, it can be strong, healthy, full of energy. All you need is just the right fuel.